average food, average entertainment, average service? No, of course not. So why do we settle for an average life? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the JS show. I'm so glad to have you guys here. This is going to be a really good one again. They're all good. What can I say? No, I'm still learning a lot. I'm trying to get better with every episode. I hope I am. I hope I'm providing value to you no matter what. But yeah, if I'm not, or if I am, let me know. It feels good to see good comments, but then the bad ones too. I mean, sometimes I laugh, I'll be honest. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it makes me want to be better. So yeah, let me know how you feel. So today we're going to be talking about why average is the enemy. Average is the enemy. We don't settle for average food. I guess technically we do. Do you know how many McDonald's we have? We settle for probably below average, if we're going to be truly honest here. We don't settle for average entertainment. No, you go to a movie and it's not what you expected. You're bummed out. You're like, man, I just spent $50 to go watch a movie and this sucked. My last movie experience, what was it? I think it was a new Thor movie that came out. I don't remember when, but it was alright. I mean, it was average. But you know what really sucked was the movie theater experience. It was this one. So it's summer. It's hot outside. So the air conditioner should be running during the movie. And I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was frozen, whatever. But it was hot in that movie theater. Like, I have never been in a movie theater where I was sitting there sweating like a dog. And, man, I tell you what, movie wasn't great. And so it made me even more mad. Oh, man. But we don't settle for average. We don't like average stuff. Like, if you have average service at a restaurant, I mean, you leave an average tip. Am I not right? I mean, some people are known for being good tippers, but most people, you get average service, you're going to get an average tip. I mean, that's just how it is. We don't like average, but I think way too often we compromise for average. And the biggest thing that we compromise for is how we live our lives. We live average lives and we are totally okay with it. And that's not okay. So what does an average life look like? If you have these goals and dreams that you think about and make plans and set out to do, and you settle for anything less than what your goal was, you're settling for average. Anytime you settle for something any less than what you initially wanted, you're choosing the average option. That is average. Here's a good example. For me, I knew, so here, this is recent, this is in my own life, I'm not going to use an example of anybody else's life, but so, let's do a little over a year recap of how my life has come together where I am now. So, let's see, that would be fall 2021. I am in pharmacy school, headed to be a pharmacist. I thought that's what I wanted to do, but once I got into school, my interest for it really started to dip. And once I started to figure out, like, the job that I wanted, there was a very, very, very low possibility. And I think about how I felt at that job. I enjoyed it for the most part, but it wasn't like, there were still days that I'm like, I really don't want to go do this. And so, but I was like, well, crap, I'm already in school for it, so maybe I should just finish. I was content with settling. I was content with being average, choosing the average option. Well, there was a class that I was really struggling with, and I ended up just, that's kind of when my mindset, I don't know if I'd call it a switch, because it was almost just like I was done, because it had worn me out so mentally and emotionally, and I was done. But yeah, so I ended up dropping out of pharmacy school, moving back home, and getting a job, all that sort of stuff. In the process of finishing a business degree. So fast forward all throughout most of 2022 and to where I've already started my Airbnb business, and just kind of my entrepreneurial journey. But when my Airbnb was really, it wasn't doing well at all. Like, I was struggling. I couldn't even break even. It was bad. It really drug me back down to a dark place, and I started to have those thoughts and ideas of, crap, maybe I can't do this. Maybe this isn't for me. And I was almost to that point of being like, this isn't for me. I'm going to settle for average. I'm going to just write it out, finish my degree, get a corporate slave job for the rest of my life. And I was to that point where I was about to just stop and quit. It took a big burly dude named Betros Kulian, me stumbling across his podcast on his YouTube channel, and it was a wake-up call. It was a big wake-up call, and I found it deep inside me that this is what I want, and I need to do everything that I possibly can do to achieve what I want to be able to do. And so yeah, I was so close to settling for average and letting average win and take over, but I did not, thank goodness. But really, another example is average is like jumping off a bridge because everyone else did it. We all know that analogy. If everyone else is doing it, it is average. If everyone buys the same car, same phone, makes the same bad financials, same bad health decisions, lifestyle choices, whatever, if everybody's doing it, it is average. And you are meant for more than average. So why is average so bad? You're probably asking, why is average so bad? Why is it the enemy? Well, I'm here to tell you today, average is the enemy because being average prevents you from doing the things that you were created to do. You were created to do great and mighty things. And whether you are a believer or not, whatever you believe in, or whatever creator, anything, the one thing that is constant, as far as I know, constant across almost every religion, is that you were created to do great things. But the reason average is so bad is that average will hold you back from the life that you deserve, the life that your family deserves, and it'll hold you back from making a positive impact on the world around you. You may not have these giant ambitions to go out and literally change the face of the earth, but I guarantee you want to make a change in your community. Whether it be just your neighborhood, your town, your county, whatever. I guarantee you, if you look deep down, you will find that you have this this desire to make a change in your community. And that's the reason average is so bad, is because think about it. There's, what is it? I don't know, 3 billion people on Earth. I think. I don't know, I could be wrong, but think it's in the billions. That's a lot of people. I think if everyone decided that they did not want to be average and that they wanted to change their community, think of what the world would look like. I mean, it's not even fathomable, because think about how quickly stuff can change if just a few people change their perspective, change their mindset on stuff, and decide to help their community. Think about how quickly it changes. So think about if we can get billions or even just millions of people to shift their mindset and decide that average is not going to be how they live their life. That blows my mind. Wow. That's not in my notes. I promise. That's not my notes. Oh, that is crazy. But so then the next question you have is, how do you prevent average from taking over? Well, it's not a simple answer. Well, I'd say that it's a simple answer, hard to execute. You have to go out and fight against being average every day of your life, if not multiple times a day. The enemy, whether it be scrolling through social media, watching TV, or hitting the snooze button, is constantly trying to win the battle for your time, your attention, and your energy. It's simple, but it is extremely hard to be disciplined enough to execute on it and to take action. It's hard. It's not easy. I can promise you that, because I struggle with it every day. I know people, they're way farther in their journey along than me. They're way farther along in their journey than me, and they still struggle with it every day. It's not easy. It's something you will have to fight every day of your life. What I am figuring out throughout my journey is that if you want to break any type of curse and set the new standard, you'll be alone at first. And average will sit there in your ear, constantly telling you to give in, but you've got to become disciplined and learn to fight it off. Said it once, I'll say it again. It is not easy. Not easy. But you have got to fight. I don't have a direct plan for fighting off average. Really, it's different for every person, because our lives are all completely different. But you have got to be disciplined. I know that. You have to be disciplined, and you have to learn to be able to support yourself. Because when I say that you will be alone, you will be alone. People will tell you they support you, but deep down they really don't. And you have people that straight up tell you they don't support you. And that's probably the hardest thing to swallow. If you're like me and you've grown up a little bit of a loner, you're okay being alone. It's a little bit easier, but still, it hits different when you thought people that would support you either A, tell you straight up they don't, or you could tell they don't support you. And it's not easy, it's hard. But I'm telling you, it is 100% worth the sacrifice. And I'm not even there. I'm not even close to there, to being where I want to be. But I'm telling you, it is worth it. So whatever your why is, whatever your reason that you want to break generational curses and create a new standard for yourself, your family, and your community, you've got to go to war every day, because average is the enemy, and it will try to rob you of your greatness that is right in front of you. It's time to stand up and go to battle. What is average holding you back from? It's not easy. Not easy. It is a war. Life is not a playground. It is a battlefield. And you've got to pick up your weapons, put on your armor, and go to war every stinking day. I know you can do it. I'm here for you. I will fight alongside you. I will fight for you, with you, and we will conquer average together. So, that is what I have for you today. This was something that was heavy on my heart. I first heard it. I heard average is the enemy. I first heard it through Bedros Keuilian, but he heard it from a company. I think he's partnered with them now, but it's called Fuel Hunt. It's a company that makes this really cool apparel. I'm trying to get some of it right now. I haven't yet, but it's really cool. Their whole thing is based on Fuel Hunt. What that means is everybody wants to eat. Everybody wants a reward, but few will hunt. Few will put the work in to go and get it. It's a really cool story. I'll probably have a video on it someday. But that's it. That's all I have for you. If you liked this stuff and found it useful, if I provided you any value today, please just hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Help me out. Let me know what you want to hear next on. I'm going to keep pumping stuff out for you guys. We're growing. I've almost doubled my subscriber count, which is awesome. And I hope to just continue growing and helping as many people as possible. But thank you guys for being here. Just remember, average is the enemy, and go out there and be great. I'll see you guys in the next one.